Did you know that in the French adaptations of Harry Potter, Snape is actually called Rogue? This has always bothered me. This will always bother me. However, this choice was made for a reason. Rogue in French translates to haughty or arrogant, whereas Snape would have been pronounced kind of like Snep, which doesn't sound good at all. So I can see why this change was made. However, in the English, Snape, that makes you think of a snake, which gives him his ties to Slytherin. And then also his name being Severus Snape. I really like the alliteration. Again, I think that hints more to like the snakiness and the moral grayness of the character. And I think it works really well. And they didn't change his first name in the French adaptation. So he's still Severus or Severus, or I don't even know how people actually pronounce it. But then it's Severus Rogue. You don't have that alliteration. You don't really have so much of that snaky feeling anymore, in my opinion. But there are other names that have been translated very, very well that I love. So here's a couple of my favorite ones. One of my very favorites is actually Barty Crouch. In the French adaptations, his last name is Croupton, which is so good because Croupton sounds very French with that on ending, but then the croup part of it sounds like the verb s'accroupir, which means to crouch. Another great one that is actually kind of ruined by the movies is Tom Riddle. The last name becomes Jeu du sort. Now, in the movies, I believe they pronounce it Jeu du sort, or I don't think they pronounce it Jeu du sort, but in the books, they'd specifically say it is pronounced Jeu du sort, which sounds like a game of fate. And it still works with the I am Lord Voldemort like letter thing in the Chamber of Secrets, which is quite masterful if you ask me. And then the game of fate thing hints towards the characters like Twisted Fate, and it's kind of magical too. It's pretty great. Let me know if you want a part two.